Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany. What am I doing with my hand? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany. If you know me, you know this video is long overdue. I've been saying for years, literally years. I'm gonna start sharing my recipes and showing you how I make the food that I make, that I post on my story that you love so much. And it's taken me so long. Maybe I'll do like a mukbang explaining like why it's taking me so long. But here we are. I asked you guys what you wanted to see me cook, and a lot of you said shrimp and grits. So that's what we're having today. If you live in Charlotte, you've probably had midnight diners, shrimp and grits. And this recipe is inspired by those shrimp and grits. And when I say inspired by, I mean I drunkenly called them one time a few years ago, and I was like,
do you guys have a recipe?
And they were like, no, we don't do that. So I kind of had to make something shake on my own, and this is what I came up with. But, okay, so here's the thing. So today I'm gonna be using cauliflower instead of grits. It's gonna be very low carb, very keto friendly. But listen, my family and my friends love this dish. My aunt and my brother are picky eaters, and they tried this and had no clue they were eating vegetables. So don't let that turn you off. But if you are real southern, real country, and you want grits, make your grits, it's fine. The star of this video, the focus of this recipe is on my sauce anyways, and I promise you it's not gonna disappoint. So let's get started. Okay guys, here's everything I'm using for my shrimp and grits. I decided to use really accessible ingredients, working with whatever I had in the house. So I have some onions, green peppers, and garlic that I'm going to cook in some bacon fat. So I have some bacon here. I also have some tomato paste, chicken broth, heavy cream, and some sharp shredded cheddar. Please shred your own cheddar. It melts better, but who has time for that? Also, you can add a ton of different cheeses, but I was working with whatever I had in the house. I also have some cauliflower that I have riced, some shrimp that have been peeled, deveined, tail removed, and I have all of my seasonings, of course, but I want to highlight my McCormick Perfect Pinch Cajun seasoning. I swear by this seasoning, it's the only Cajun seasoning I found that isn't OD salty, so you can control how much salt is in your dish. Of course, I have my Cajun andouille sausage because this dish is Cajun AF. And I'm going to top all of that with some green onions. I love green onions, guys. So I have rendered down some bacon fat, and I'm going to toss in my onion. I use like a quarter of a small onion and like 2 tablespoons of garlic, which ends up being like 2 or 3 cloves, but add as much as you want. Now I'm going to toss in my green peppers that I have chopped. And I'm going to stir that in for a few minutes. I'm also going to add in some butter, because who doesn't love butter? And I like my vegetables to have crunch to them still, so not too long. Now I'm tossing in my Cajun andouille sausage, and that's already cooked, so I'm just going to brown that for a little bit. Now you're going to want to squeeze in your tomato paste. You always want to make sure you cook your tomato paste in a pan before you add any liquids or anything to it. Tomato paste is so concentrated, so it needs to cook down so it can release those flavors and such. So I'm stirring that in, and once that is all the way stirred in, I can add in my chicken broth. So I'm using about half a cup of chicken broth, and I'm just going to stir that in. And I'm going to allow that to simmer for a few minutes before I add in my heavy cream. So I'm using half a cup of heavy cream as well. And I'm going to stir that in. Once you stir that in, it's going to get this most beautiful orange color. Like, you remember that satin duster Janae Eco had on that one time? It's going to be like that color. At this point, you're going to want to season with some salt, pepper. I like it spicy, so hella cayenne red pepper, some basil, and some oregano. I'm also going to add in some onion powder and some garlic powder. Now I'm going to stir that in before I add in my Cajun seasoning. Like I said, I'm using McCormick Perfect Pinch. Again, it's like the holy grail of Cajun seasoning, I feel like. So what you didn't get to see because my freaking battery died was that I put in like half a cup of cheddar cheese, and that's it. My sauce is done, and now I can let that simmer, let that chill, get to know each other, and then I can get started on my shrimp. So because my sauce has so much flavor in it, I'm keeping it real simple with some salt and pepper and some garlic powder. But season how you want. Do your thing. I like a lot of seasoning, but I really want to be able to taste the shrimp in this. So I'm just going to cook this just until it's done. Making sure my shrimp is evenly cooked. And then once that is all the way done, I'm going to add that into my sauce. And that's it. Now you have this beautiful Cajun gravy for your shrimp and grits, and now we can plate up. So I actually didn't record myself filming my cauliflower grits, or I didn't film myself making my cauliflower grits, because literally all I did was throw my rice cauliflower in the microwave with a few tablespoons of heavy cream and a bunch of cheese with some salt and pepper, and I microwave that for 4 to 5 minutes, and that's it. And now I'm done. I'm just gonna top it off with my bacon and my green onions. And guys, this was literally so good. My roommate loved it. She raved over it. And reminder, it's low carb, it's keto friendly. So if you're on a diet, it's gonna work out for you too. I hope you guys get a chance to try it. If you do, let me know how you love it. In the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time.